So the most common marketing mistakes by brands that are entering in LatAm, I see is that, for one, most brands don't really have a very regional approach. So LatAm is such a big market with so many different countries. And even though they share the common language of Spanish-speaking markets, or you have the Brazilian Portuguese market, a lot of brands don't really have a very regional focus. It's not enough to say, okay, I have maybe a Brazilian approach where I go with Portuguese language and I do a certain sponsorship, and then the rest of LatAm, Spanish speaking, is going to be sort of one. This is a big mistake. So brands need to understand that the market is very, very diverse, and countries like Argentina, Peru, Chile, Colombia are very, very different. And you need to have a localized approach for every market. And even within those markets, there are big differences. An example would be Mexico, where there's a big difference between the North market, very influenced by the North American market, and then you have the South market of Mexico, which is completely different. Mobile focused and social media content is very, very important for Bwise Media in our affiliate business. The reason why is because mobile is king, especially in Brazil. The mobile market is booming. People are incredibly engaged on their mobile phones, WhatsApp groups, in their social media. So as affiliate is evolving and growing further, you cannot just rely only on, let's say, traditional SEO and website-based content. You need to grow outside of that in the realm of social media channels through different kinds of maybe WhatsApp and Telegram groups, which are massive audiences in Brazil, where you can generate players, where you have a unique way of engaging with players because you kind of have the one-on-one approach with direct messaging versus a more traditional review-based SEO content. So that's why we see people are spending all their time on their mobile phones, and they're spending all their time in social media. So those are also the channels that we want to be in for our affiliate activity. So I think the most straightforward market to enter for an affiliate is Brazil, just because by the size and by the value of the player, which is the most attractive for any affiliate. If you're great with content in Brazilian Portuguese, there are a lot of opportunities. The sports betting market is great, the casino market is great. You have great games like the Aviator Crash game, which is incredibly popular and driving loads and loads of users for casino. So Brazil, definitely the most straightforward one. The most hardest market, I would say, is Mexico. One, it's very, very much dominated by one operator, which is Caliente. Has been in the market for so long. Every player in Mexico has an account with Caliente, and there's very little room for affiliates to generate value and to generate new players for Caliente. And when it comes to new brands, there isn't really that many brands that are great in the market. There are a lot of challenges, not many brands that understand the market. So for an affiliate, it's very difficult to work with new brands. And if you look at long-term rev share, so it's a win-win for both brands. Most affiliates are not able to get the value out of these new brands. The players don't stay. They go back to Caliente, and the affiliate doesn't earn a lot of revenue share. So that's why it's really, really difficult to succeed in that market. I think a very hot topic that we're not talking right now is the sustainability of many brands in the market. I think since the markets are so attractive at the moment, there's sort of like a gold rush in LatAm, and a lot of brands are entering at once. Now that the regulation topic is kind of fallen behind and we're starting from zero, and I personally don't think that something is going to happen in the near future. So everybody looks now at how they can enter the market and what they should do, but it's not a big topic. It's like, how do I sustain in the market? How do I build a sustainable business in the market? And that is just for the operators as well as for the affiliates. So I think sooner or later you will see that brands have to look more at sustainability. They have to make really smart choices in the marketing and becoming popular brand, a trustworthy brands. And the affiliate has to capitalize on that as well. Now affiliates are spending a lot of money, spending a lot of resources, and getting those top positions and keywords. But again, for them, it has to be sustainable in the coming years. And I think, sooner or later we'll get to that point where brands and affiliates are looking more at profitability than just immediate access to the market and growth. So I think influencers and streamers are significantly changing the landscape for Brazil or for Latin America, not just for affiliates, but for operators the same, for media, because there are big opportunities to collaborate. I think streamers and influencers are a new generation of affiliate channels. The users are spending so much time on social media channels, following streamers, whether it's casino streamers, games, esports. So ultimately, it's a fight for attention. Where is the user spending their time? And this is where you want to reach them in the best possible way. And with the popularity of social media, with very, very big tipster communities, with great influencers that are providing valuable tips to the users, I think this provides amazing affiliate opportunities for the tipsters themselves, for the influencers, for the streamers themselves, but also to cooperate with very, very experienced and well-connected affiliates to then capitalize on their audience and the exposure. I think for the affiliate, it really comes down to at what position are you in the business. If you're starting off as an affiliate, I think it's very important to first focus on one market, to succeed there, to build your base. From a business perspective, you need to build a sustainable business. You need to make money. Once you've done that, you've succeeded in one market, you've built your team, you've built your network, I think that it makes a lot more sense to also venture into new markets. You have the growth opportunities. Let's say you start as an affiliate in Colombia or in Peru or in Chile, right? You understand the Spanish-speaking market, you have your content writers, you have your understanding how to reach users, you have your understanding on how to generate traffic and convert it. So it is then the next logical step to kind of expand your reach, and with the same language, with the same team, you can enter new markets. If you're in Brazil, to be honest, the market is so big and the opportunities are so vast that you don't necessarily need to enter other markets simply by, let's say, best use of resources, cost of opportunity, by focusing resources on other markets that like Mexico, that may be a lot harder to succeed in, and where the return would be just a lot lower. So find your base, succeed there, and then you can see if you have the resources. Additionally, you can enter more markets and capitalize there. Otherwise, grow in the market where you're already really strong and just find the best position there.